How's it going, everyone? Weston here with GoWesty, and today we're going to go over the replacement HBar, part number 255-070-715B. Indicators that you may need to replace your HBar include difficulty to lift. Once this section becomes visible, that typically means that the pivot has started to cut through the center bar, and any sort of movement between these two parts as shown here. The easiest way to remove the lifting gear is as follows. With the roof up, remove the two top nuts on each side. Now locate the retaining clips found at the back side of the lower section of the HBar. Using a small flat blade screwdriver, shimmy these retaining clips off the pins. When doing this step, exercise caution as the clips will need to be reused. Next, carefully lower the pop top, being sure that the bracket doesn't come off the bolts. With the top lowered, use a couple zip ties to keep the mechanism closed. Use more than you think you should, as the mechanism is under a lot of pressure. Prop the top up to give yourself room to remove the HBar. Remove the last two lower pins and slide the HBar out of the vehicle. Remove these larger pins found at the center the same way you remove the lower pins. As you can see, this clip here broke. We will be replacing this with new hardware. Sometimes these pins get stuck. Remove them by tapping them out with a screwdriver. Next, we're going to open up the mechanism. Be extremely cautious during this step as this unit is under a lot of pressure. Lastly, remove the screw found here. As you can see here, the screw is damaged. Now is a good opportunity to replace it. Now you can remove the pivoting section from the center bar. If your center bar has damage, this can be kind of difficult, but shimmying it should work. This is a good example of typical wear and tear we've seen on these vehicles. Here we demonstrate how the pivoting action of the HBar wears through the center portion. When we designed this product, we intentionally used thicker metal so that it would be more durable. When reassembling this unit, make sure this tab shown here is opposite of the bend, and make sure the two holes line up. And make sure that the screw hole lines up. Insert the screw and tighten the nut. Reinsert the pin and tap it in if necessary. The method I like to use when reattaching the clip is a socket and a C-clamp. Make sure the clip is fully seated on the pin and holding properly. With the HBar fully assembled, recompress the unit, being extra careful as there is a lot of pressure here. From here on out, it's reversive removal. We use the same C-clamp and socket trick as we did before to reinstall these clips. If your clips got damaged during this removal process, you will need to use new hardware. Before releasing the HBar, make sure that the pop top is down. Keeping constant tension on the HBar, cut the zip ties and raise the bracket until the holes line up with the bolts. Same as before, when raising the roof, if there is no nuts on these bolts, be extra careful that the HBar does not come detached. Now that you've got working room, reinstall the lock washers and nuts. And that's it, you're all done. Now you can pop the top in confidence.